Lisa and the dinner bill has gotten so out of control. Let's just break it down. I was at dinner with the executive producer of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I have been so nice to Lisa. I bump into her all the time. I say hi every single time. This is the first time I didn't say hello because she's always been, let's just be honest, not nice to me. So when she left, she sent the bill to our table. Maybe that was her joke to the producer, but it wasn't paid. And they didn't even come up to us until 10 minutes after they left to say, here's the bill Lisa told, said you should pay. So anyway, long story short, the bill wasn't paid, and of course eventually she paid. I wouldn't think she would never not pay, but she did it as sort of like, sticking it to, and I don't think she liked that it wasn't paid, to be honest. The craziest part of the story is that when she left, there's a man who collects autographs, and he wanted me to sign Halloween posters, and they make money off of that. So he said, look what Lisa did to my Real Housewives picture. And Lisa Rinna had already signed it, so he can sell that and make money. That's what he does. And Lisa, the other one, put X's to all our pictures and all our faces, and then scribbled and whatever. And of course she's gonna say, oh, I was just joking, because that's what she does. But at the end of the day, that wasn't nice to do to his photo, and no one thought your joke was funny because your dinner wasn't paid for. So thanks for calling in and taking care of your bill, though.
Were you surprised that she acted this way?
I was not surprised at all. It's very on, par with the stuff Lisa does. I mean, last night I was leaving dinner and someone said, oh, Lisa said, keep your new nose, your fake nose out of my business. Well, I'm not in your business. You're the one who sent the bill to my table. And by the way, thanks for watching the show, because that's how you know I have my nose done. Hope you enjoyed the show.
We're at your sister Kathy's house. How did you finally convince her to come on the show?
You know what? I honestly think it was just timing. I've been on the show for 11 years, and I think she's at a place in her life where she was open to it, and our relationship was in a good place. So it just, the stars aligned.
How has filming been with her?
I would say that it's been very interesting, very funny, probably sometimes funnier for the rest of the cast than me when she's asking me to do all her errands and stuff. I mean, it's so funny because I've been doing this so long, and she comes in, she's like, I need this, where's this, can you get me that? I'm like, Kathy, I'm sorry, like, no, like, you gotta take care. It's every man for themselves around here, okay?
She did say, she's like, the one thing that Kyle probably learned about me is that I am a little more high maintenance than she was used to.
We did have a little moment one night where it got to be a little too much, and we were in a hotel together, and she said, I'm a little high maintenance sometimes, and I was like, really? No kidding.
Now, do you think she will come back? Do you think she'll come back as a friend or maybe a full-time housewife?
I mean, I never know who's going to come back each season. I mean, if you look over this, over these 11 years, we've all quit at some point or another. So I do know that my sister had a very good time. This was her first ever girls trip. I put that on my Instagram today. This is my sister's first ever girls trip. I'm not talking about on the Housewives. I'm talking about in life. So it's pretty crazy to think that, she's never had a girls trip, and she actually really liked it. And she's like, everyone's been so worried about me, and I'm thinking, I love all these women. This is so fun. I'm like, fun? You may want to hold that adjective.
You may want to hold on that. Now, what did Kim think? What did Kim think about her joining the show?
I think Kim just thought, go for it. Why not? I mean, everyone has a different experience. My experience, Kim's experience, Kathy's experience are all going to be different. So she was like, go for it. Great, have fun.
Kathy did tell us that you guys all just went to dinner together. Yeah. So is it safe to say the three of you, you're all in a good space?
My sisters and I are all in a good place. We all had dinner last night for my nephew Chad's birthday. So it was like Kathy, Kim, Kyle, Paris, the cousins, the babies, the grandbabies. So it was pretty funny. It was very chaotic. That's my first time ever going to Craig's with babies running around like crazy people, chasing them. But, we have a really big family, and that's what I love about all of us is that, between my sisters and I, we have 12 children, and now we've got grandchildren too, my sisters do, so it's really great.
So you have to tell us, Teddi confirmed that she is coming back for a cameo, a little appearance. I know you guys are still very tight.
Yes.
Tell us about it. Like, what can you tell us?
Teddi Mellencamp is one of my best friends in the world, and that doesn't go away with a TV show or cameras. So yes, I did her podcast the other day, Teddi Teapot, and anyway, we were talking about how she came back on the show this season, and obviously at first she was like, I don't want to do that, because of the exit and all of that, but I convinced her, and the truth is we spend all almost every day together, so it makes sense for her to show up. So I had to convince her, and she showed up, and she's always a great addition because she speaks her mind and she doesn't hold back, and it's always fun to have Teddi be part of the show.
Now, do you think she would ever come back? Would you want to?
I don't know. I mean, she's so busy doing All In, but I think that, I don't know. Teddi's not only close with me, she's closest with me, of course, but she's also close with Rinna and Erica and Dorit. So, I mean, you never know. I mean, crazier things have happened, so never say never.
I did see all you ladies getting drinks the other night. Erica was there, and you guys looked like you were having such a fun time.
Well, we went out the other night, and people get a little annoyed by this, but we call ourselves a Fox Force 5 only because, I don't even know what that means, by the way.
I was going to ask.
It's probably embarrassing. No, so I think it was season 9. I'm not exactly sure, but when the big Malibu fires happened, Camille had to cancel, Denise Richards had to cancel, Vanderpump had stopped showing up. I don't know. So it ended up that it was just Rinna, Dorit, Erica, Teddi, and myself in Provence, France. So we really formed a bond during that trip, and it's not about the show. It's just in life, on camera, off camera, we have a very tight bond, and we love each other, and we fight. We definitely fight, but we make up, and we care about each other, and we support each other.
This episode, we see you have a very hard conversation with Garcelle. Where are you guys now? What can you tell us? When we talked to her a couple weeks ago, she was still on the fence about her relationship with you.
She kind of goes back and forth all the time. Garcelle kind of goes back and forth, but we had a great relationship her first season, and I was a little bit blindsided by things that she had said, so things kind of took a turn, but we had a really important conversation on the show this season, and from that moment on, I felt like, you know what? She got things off her chest, I did, we're in a good place, and now we're clear to have fun.
Okay, so there's not going to be any more turbulence with you two?
I mean, I cannot guarantee there will not be turbulence with Garcelle and me, but I can say that what happened, last season with us and my charity event and all of that is behind us. So, on this show, you don't know. There could be something comes up next week. You just don't know. And if you're going to be honest, those things are going to come to the surface.
Of course. We have to talk about All-Stars because, man, did you look good. Man, I saw the pictures all of you guys were posting at Turks and Caicos, and I'm like, how? How do they all look like that?
Well, let me just say this. Okay, I do not have a stylist, okay? So I was doing my own hair, my own makeup, I'm buying my own clothes and putting my own outfits together, which was a lot easier doing All-Stars for Peacock because it was 8 days of clothing. When we film the Housewives, it's months and months and months. I can't come up with that many outfits. I just can't. If I had a stylist, maybe I could, but I don't. So, sometimes I'm in something fancy, sometimes I'm in Zara. That's just the way I roll.
So it's been reported that you had your feud with Kenya. Is that true? Is that who you kind of went head to head with?
It's so funny. There were always so many rumors around the Housewives. There were feuds. However, spoiler alert, my feud was not with Kenya. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that. There were other feuds. I actually found, I was so surprised because a lot of the women I expected to be a certain way and they were completely opposite of what I thought they would be. And it was really interesting because, I obviously deal with that being on the show. People think I'm someone that I'm not. But you think, well, I know this. I'm a housewife. I can see through all that. No, I was actually really surprised by a lot of people.
Who are you most surprised with?
I don't know who I would say I was the most surprised. I think I was the most surprised by everyone. The one I was the least surprised by was Ramona. Because Ramona's just Ramona. And I know people, you either love her or you hate her, you like to give her a hard time, but she's entertaining, and she made me laugh, and she's sweet as can be. I adore her, and I just, what can I say? She's amazing. So I was least surprised by Ramona, but I was surprised by everybody else.
Who did you get along with most?
Who did I get along with most? Well, I don't know if I can see. I mean, some I knew, some I didn't know. So some I had to I knew nothing about Luann. I mean, that was I just had to be like, hi, nice to meet you. Let's just start from scratch, which is actually great. And she was nothing like I imagined either. Teresa, I thought she was going to be somebody completely different. I was also shocked. Melissa is a lot like my friends. Like, I feel like she's like a normal girl. I feel like I'm the most normal on my show. Sorry, everybody. But that's what they call me, the normal one. Hi. So, I don't know. Honestly, everyone really surprised me.